The Treasure Riddle of the Hidden Castle. On a quiet summer evening, under a sky full of twinkling stars, a boy named Aiden set out on an adventure. He had always loved stories about hidden treasures and ancient castles, and tonight, he had finally found one, an old castle that stood silently at the edge of the forest. The castle had been abandoned for centuries, covered in ivy and shrouded in mystery. Legend had it that deep inside its halls lay a hidden treasure, protected by riddles and magical traps. Many had tried to uncover its secrets, but none had returned with the treasure. Aiden, however, was not afraid. His heart pounded with excitement as he stepped forward, his lantern casting long shadows across the castle's grand entrance. The heavy wooden doors creaked as he pushed them open, revealing a long corridor lit by flickering torches. Just as he took his first step inside, a deep voice echoed through the hallway. Only those who can solve the riddles of time may claim the treasure. Aiden felt a shiver run down his spine, but he took a deep breath and pressed on. If he wanted to find the treasure, he had to prove himself worthy. The corridor led Aiden to a vast chamber filled with ancient stone pillars. In the center of the room stood a tall pedestal, and on it lay an old parchment. He picked it up and read the riddle written in golden ink. I have hands but cannot clap. I mark the past, the present, and the future. What am I? Aiden thought for a moment. Hands that cannot clap? Something that marks time? A clock, he exclaimed. At that moment, the torches flickered wildly, and a hidden door slid open on the far side of the room. Aiden grinned. He had solved the first challenge. Beyond the door was a spiral staircase that led downward into the castle's depths. He cautiously descended, each step echoing in the silent darkness. At the bottom, he found himself in another chamber, this one filled with statues of knights holding swords. In the middle of the room was another pedestal, and on it, another riddle. The more you take, the more you leave behind. What am I? Aiden furrowed his brow. What could that mean? He paced back and forth, deep in thought, until suddenly, he realized the answer. Footsteps, he said aloud. As soon as the words left his mouth, the statues slowly moved aside, revealing a golden doorway behind them. He was getting closer to the treasure. Aiden stepped through the golden doorway and entered a magnificent hall with high ceilings and stained glass windows. At the far end of the room was a massive stone statue of a dragon, its emerald eyes gleaming in the dim light. As he approached, the dragon's mouth slowly opened, and another riddle appeared on a stone tablet before him. I fly without wings. I cry without eyes. Wherever I go, darkness follows. What am I? Aiden bit his lip. A creature that flies but has no wings? Something that cries but has no eyes? He looked around the room, searching for clues. Then, as he watched the shadows dancing along the walls from the flickering torchlight, it struck him. A cloud, he declared. The dragon's emerald eyes flashed brightly, and with a deep rumble, the stone statue shifted. The floor beneath it trembled, and suddenly, a hidden staircase appeared, leading even deeper into the castle. Aiden took a deep breath and stepped forward. The treasure was near. He could feel it. After descending the staircase, Aiden arrived at an enormous chamber, bathed in a soft golden glow. At the center stood a grand treasure chest, surrounded by piles of jewels, golden goblets, and sparkling gemstones. His heart raced with excitement as he approached the chest. He had finally made it. With both hands, he lifted the heavy lid of the chest, and inside, he found a single ancient book. Aiden blinked in surprise. No gold, no jewels, just a book. He carefully picked it up, brushing away the dust on its cover. The title shimmered in the dim light. The Treasure of Wisdom. As he opened the book, its pages began to glow, and words lifted into the air like fireflies. A warm, gentle voice echoed through the chamber. True treasure is not gold or silver, but the wisdom and knowledge that guide those who seek the truth. Aiden smiled. He understood now. The real treasure was the knowledge hidden in this ancient book, the secrets of the world waiting to be discovered. He carefully placed the book into his backpack, knowing that this adventure was just the beginning. As he stepped back toward the staircase, the golden glow faded, and a door appeared before him, leading him safely out of the castle. When Aiden emerged under the starry sky, he looked back at the mysterious castle, a sense of wonder filling his heart. This night, he had not only found a treasure but also a lesson that would stay with him forever. And so, with the treasure of wisdom in his hands and dreams of future adventures in his heart, Aiden walked back home, ready for whatever mysteries awaited him next.